I'm a really, really big fan of Invincible, okay? Season 2 is coming down, and I'm loving it. I've got issues. I don't know what I'm meant to say here. I didn't write a script for this part. We're just about to go into the rest of the video where I'm not dressed like this, and it's going to be a lot more enjoyable than looking at some some weird guy like dressed like this, but I feel cool. Peace. Hey, welcome back. How you doing? Let me know in the comments. So, this video will have spoilers for Invincible Season 1 and also Season 2, so if you haven't watched those, just click off this video, go watch them, and then come back. Invincible Season 2 is winding down, and I'm writing this script just as Episode 7 aired.
I broke the goddamn wheel!
And boy oh boy did I cry my eyes out. We got the introduction of Anissa, and she was mocking us. And I know what she's gonna do, and if you know, then we both know that it's horrible and that we really just don't want it to happen. We don't want to have to witness that. Also, fuck you to everyone who thinks that Mark and Amber aren't a great couple. How about you get into a relationship for a year and then tell me if they aren't good as a couple? They are literally me and my girlfriend. For context, Mark and Amber went to Comic-Con, and I went to Star Wars Celebration with my girlfriend last year. So yeah, we're the same. But that conversation at the end of the episode was truly heartbreaking. After we had that really, really captivating montage of their date that just makes me feel alive, makes you feel like you're there, makes you feel like you're in love. It makes you yearn for you to be there or to have powers yourself for the very same thing, which is something that I get angry at all the time. Like, why the fuck can't I fly, you know? That's not fair. And to all you Alpha, Sigma, Andrew, take fuck boys, stop saying if you had powers you'd be Omni-Man or Homelander. Like, if I had powers, I'd be just like Mark. You have these powers to help people, so you have an obligation to use them as a force for good. Episode 7 was probably the most tense episode next to Episode 8 of Season 1, where Mark fights his dad. But I mean, it's less of a fight and more of, you know, the man gets thunder cut across the room because he wouldn't fetch another beer for his dad.
So guys, we did it. We
beat my son.
By the way, if you're friends with an Invincible fan, never mention trains, because the chances are that this is going through their head right now.
I need to save them!
No. Maybe this time you'll learn.
So Episode 7 adapted one of the best jokes from the comics to the screen, and it's what I would call one of the best adaptations you can do. It was basically just a massive fuck you to everyone crying about the season being split into 2 parts. Like, yeah, we all wanted it, but then we cried that it was split into 2 parts.
A year. Sorry, animation takes a long time. You ever notice that sometimes whoever's speaking has their mouth off camera so you never see their lips moving?
Huh. I didn't notice that.
Other times we'll do a wide shot and slowly pan across it. It looks like it's animated, but it's so far away, you don't notice. Nothing's moving.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna watch Season 2 way closer.
It takes a long time. Animation isn't free, which is something that people seem to forget. Does anyone remember the promo for Season 2 where Stephen Yeun was like going through all of the process for animation and just how long it takes?
Well, I've been busy writing, designing, storyboarding, voice acting, key posing, in-betweening, cleaning up, color slapping, comping the whole thing and all that for, you know, roughly thousands of shots. So
we get the fucking best scene with Rexplode, my beloved. See, Jason Mantzoukas is absolutely killing it this season. Rex, he's literally me. I love how Rex has changed and how Mark and Rex are just literally bros right now. Like, I can't be both of them, but I want to be. And I really hope it continues. But after that, and after the most heart-racing montage of a date I have ever seen.
What do you have in store? One life away we can't explore. But I don't wanna get in the way no more. Cause it's the type of feeling you can't ignore. Told me once that I was crazy. I said, baby girl, I know. But I can't let you go away. So don't you get me started now. I want it, yes, I don't want it. Got me feeling, love me feeling. Feels like blue.
You get to see where William and Rick are at, and the way Donald was able to help Rick off the ledge by being able to relate to his speech. And look at this.
We're not our bodies.
This is so good.
We're the decisions we make, the lives we change, the people we love, or who love us.
Okay, if you leave without hurting her or anyone else, I'll meet you above us in the sky. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. I have to go.
And then, after a really tense emotional goodbye from Mark and Amber, Mark suits up, and the way that he screams Cecil with pure desperation, Stephen Ewan. Anissa at first seems pretty chill, but obviously she's a Viltrumite, so she's basically a space fascist, so we know she's not going to play nice and is going to be a psychopath. Now, Cecil, for some reason this season, and the ending of last season, has really become just one of my favourite characters. He just always seems to have an angle, and it's really interesting how he works, because all he wants to do is protect the world, but at any means necessary is a very, very big thing to ask. Mark and Anissa have a very interesting conversation about the planet. She brings up how horrible this world really is and how people are killing each other in primal ways, and yet Mark protects them. And it's completely justified from Anissa's point of view, because she comes from this perfect elitist society that conquers fucking planets so they can fix them. But Mark claps back with that, yes, we aren't a perfect society and we need to change, but we don't need to do it with a mass culling, and we need to make our own decisions and our own mistakes and fix them as a society, or else we're never going to grow and learn, which it's true, and it really hit me. You see, I feel like 13-year-old me would have really agreed with Anissa here. I was a massive pessimist after just opening my eyes to corporate greed and the horrors of humanity, and a part of me still wants to agree. I mean, who wouldn't want a perfect society? But there's a reason it's a meme template, because it's so far-fetched and impossible at this point. Like, we are in such a dystopian society that it feels impossible to climb out. And it's like the uncle says in The Bear, you can't start at fucked. God, I love The Bear. I really got to make a video on that. But the reason why someone truly good and truly heroic would reject Viltrumite rule and a perfect society being delivered to us is because it is complicated. It's our fate. We shouldn't have anyone intervene. And if you kill millions of people, you will undoubtedly kill some good people, people that had potential, people that could have become someone. Mark asks Anissa to prove her love for humanity by asking her to come with him whilst he stops a kaiju. And even though Mark does his best, he starts failing, so Anissa steps in and fucking one-pumps that guy. This has undoubtedly caused some sympathy and support for the Viltrumite rule. Use this clip of the guy who dresses like... This is for the Viltrum Empire! This guy. He's pretty funny. I like that guy. Stop. You don't want that. That's bad, okay? Mark then tells Anissa that he won't accept his heritage because why would he? And she just fucking uppercuts him to heaven like a Mortal Kombat finisher. And then Cecil tells him to just...
Mark, listen to me. Say you'll do it. Say fine. I'll take over the planet. You can't beat her, kid. Say it. Get her to leave and we'll get ready for these assholes together.
No.
Mark Grayson, my beloved, okay? Mark and Rex, both my beloved, okay? Invincible is a true hero, and as he explains to Cecil later on, after he gets his ass beat again...
All over a few words.
It's more than just words.
They aren't just words to him, they're more than that. And that's why he couldn't just accept it. Accepting saying those words would be like accepting his heritage. Accepting like becoming his father, and Mark wants to be nothing like his father. Cecil this time actually helps Mark up, and I think Mark telling Cecil this has cemented, in his mind at least, that Invincible will always be on his side, and he never needs to worry about Mark turning on him again. At least, I hope so. I have not read the comics. I know a couple major plot points, like something that rhymes with Schminsensible, maybe, but past that, I'm clueless. So, tell me in the comments if you think I should read the comics before season 3 or not. Then, Mark rushes to Amber, and they have this incredibly emotional and intense scene, which had me bawling my eyes out, by the way. Again, fuck you, Amber haters. She did nothing wrong. She's a good character, okay? Shut up! How do you love someone when you know you can't be part of their world? You want to be with them, you want to see them, but you never can. And if your literal life is threatened just by being with them, and you are always worrying if they could die every single time they put on that suit, can you really be with them? Not being with them would surely keep you a lot safer, but is it worth that to lose the person you love most in this world?
Can't live in your world. I want to. I really tried, but I can't. So how does this work, Mark?
I don't know.
Maybe that's an answer.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
As Amber brings up the ethics of it, if you have powers and an obligation to use those powers to help people, is it really okay to have days off just to have a relationship? Obviously everyone will say yes, including me, but is it genuinely ethical to do such a thing? This really made me think, and after this episode, I had to go on a really long dog walk to clear my head and genuinely think about this so much. As someone who does long distance for months at a time, I genuinely get the not being a part of their world, but I could never understand or even begin to empathize with Amber about having my life in danger every day, or worrying about my girlfriend being struck down all the time. It's insane, and it's an incredibly complex question to ask, and something that I'm glad the show confronts, and it's like one of the first times I've seen this in superhero media before, and it's a really good question, I think. After this, we get Angstrom Levy calling Mark, which will no doubt lead into the, and they said it, I'm just so not prepared. I have no idea what's going to happen, but I want to theorize, so skip to this time in the video to get past it. So, theory time. It's the Invincible War, right? Loads of different Marks. Is Spawn going to help? Because I think I saw him in there. He's in it, right? And if it's a bunch of Marks, how are people going to be able to tell who is the real Invincible? Especially non-powered people like Cecil. Is Cecil going to die? Please don't kill Cecil or Rex. Please, I'm begging you. They are both my beloved. And then after the Invincible War comes that big rig Thrag, right? He's going to be here. And I would not want to fight him. And then we've got like the rest of like the Viltrumites. And like, but that's all I know. Apart from the Eve pregnancy stuff and Rudy getting stuck in the Flaxen Dimension with Monster Girl and like the war going on there or something. Apart from that, I'm clueless. So people who have read the comics, in the comments, tell me if I should read them without spoiling them. Thanks. So our mid-credit scene today is to do with Alan the Alien. Alan, my beloved, again, another one of those things. Another fan favourite. We see how much stronger he is, and I wish he just straight up killed Anissa. Please, I'm begging you, please save us all the pain. But he plans to get captured, and I'm guessing break Omni-Man out of prison. So there's so many loose ends this season, and it's definitely going to end on a cliffhanger, I think. Well, this is it. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to shower, moisturize, go to the gym, and look after yourself, okay? I'll see you in a couple of days. Peace. I fucking love you. I love Invincible. Fuck.